Good morning, guys. Hey, it's Kate here, and I'm so sorry I have not been in here the last couple of days. But do you know what? That's what I'm talking about this morning. That even when life and it doesn't get in your way, it happens. And I want you to hear that life happens. The reason that it happens is because it's life. And with somebody like myself who has a very large family, you can plan, and but you always have to be there to be flexible with that plan. So you can say, well, what happens, how do I stay consistent when life suddenly throws you a curveball, or your plans get altered because a life event has happened, something unexpected has happened? Then how do I go back? How do I stay consistent? Well, I have a saying, and I have said this for many, many years. In fact, it hit me in about 2014, and some of you may have heard me say that. Oh, I'm sorry. If you don't know me, I'm Kate. I'm a life coach, health coach, an aroma freedom practitioner, and also just recently certified through Life University and Dr. Axe as an essential oils coach. So you can find me. I'm the only Kate Penwan Thompson out there, so you can find me pretty easily. So, how do I stay consistent when that happens? Well, okay, I'm going to just tell a very brief story because I'm trying to keep these videos reasonably short for you. But last Saturday, I had wonderful plans. I was painting a wall and I was doing all sorts of things around my farm. And then suddenly I get a call from one of my 20-year-olds, or almost 20-year-olds, to say, Mum, I'm in my car outside Outback and I think I'm having a seizure. Now, she has a special sort of seizure in different parts of her brain, and she's an epileptic, and I have four of those. And you never know, this was a breakthrough seizure. She is on medication. So luckily, we got there, and I ended up taking her to the hospital, and where we spent pretty much the rest of the day until they said, look, you need more medication, and they upped her medication. And then twin brother, of course, was pretty upset by that. And so Monday night, I just get to bed and bang, crash, scream. Yeah, I have another seizure going on, a much bigger type of seizure. So that threw me for a loop. I mean, I was up all night that night. Tuesday, you know how it is. You sort of get there, and you keep going, and then you realize you're exhausted. And then until we heard from the doctors, etc., my daughter couldn't drive to work, so we were driving her to work and having to pick her up late at night. And yeah, that messes with you. And it took me a couple of days to recover and then get doctors' reports and things like that back. So then you say, well, it's really easy after you miss a couple of days. Where do you pick back up again? How do you pick back up again? You pick back up because if you have a desire to do something, and that may be grow your business, that may be I want to go to Hawaii next year, and that may be any sort of goal that you have in your life. But when you have a desire to do something, then it's necessary to believe in that desire. If you don't really believe that you can carry through that desire, then you're never going to have consistency. You're going to use that excuse to actually flake off. And in the end, what I do, you're going to say, how do I stay consistent? It was very easy. I mean, it's Friday today. It was very easy for me to say, Wednesday and Thursday got hiccuped for me, and I had to run people here and there and doctor's appointments, etc. And it was very easy for me to say, oh, well, I'll pick up on Monday. But then what is my desire? And do I believe in my desire? Is my desire and belief at the same level to achieve my goal? Yes, it is. So therefore, I have to be on that journey of picking up finding something, whether it's an affirmation. This morning, I actually listened to an absolutely fabulous guy talk about network marketing and how all that works. And if you're in network marketing, man, was it good. It was really good. So it, you find something that sparks that back up again for you. Because when you do have a life event, sometimes it can be a happy one, sometimes it can be a sad one, sometimes it can be one that drains you. And having 2 grand mal seizures in, 48, 36 hours can be fairly draining because you're having to deal with the aftermath of that. Are we going to have another one? Are we medicated enough, etc.? So in those times, what do? For me, this morning, first thing I did when I came in here, I reached for my Believe. Believe is an affirmation oil. It is a fabulous oil. It's one that is part of the Aroma Freedom technique, and one that is in my little box of emotional oils behind me, because I use it 100% all the time. And I'm trying to find it for you here to tell you exactly what is in it. And I went to the wrong section of my, if you don't have this book and you're into essential oils, I always get this the wrong way. You're into essential oils, I highly recommend you get this because everything is in here. It sort of tells you everything. Believe helps release the unlimited potential everyone possesses. It restores feelings of hope, making it possible to more fully experience health, happiness, and vitality. So why do you think I reached for this oil? Now, if you have any doubts about whether oils work, let me tell you, good, organic, certified organic oils work. Some things work really amazingly. And for me, I know that when I have had a couple of days where I really feel drained, not only emotionally, but I feel drained mentally as well, because I'm having to think out some solutions, I reach for those oils that are going to help me get back on that path. What is in this essential oil? It's balsam Canada, which is Idaho balsam fir, coriander, bergamot, frankincense, Idaho blue spruce, ylang-ylang, and geranium. They are all wonderful oils on their own. So you may have another way of being consistent, but for me, an essential oil is part of that. Other ways that I do that, I listen or I meditate, I pray. I make sure that even if I don't feel like it, I reach for my Bible. I reach and I pray and I read something, I uplift, I listen to something, I pull up something, I get myself immersed, go back and look at the goals you've had, look at the things you've created and see how they can help some other person in your journey. Or go back to that vision board where you have that dream of going on that magical trip, that cruise, that magical place that you're going to go to, whether it's France or Australia or Britain or somewhere that you want to go back and revisit and get those juices flowing again and re-energize yourself, so that, Friday doesn't get to be the flip off. Friday gets to be the day where you can make some things up that happened from during the week. So I hope that helps you. If you want to know more about how to be consistent and how to stay consistent, then please ping me. I do offer free consultations, a 15-minute consultation, and I would love to chat with you, have a virtual coffee chat, and let's chat about how you can be consistent in your goals and how you can get your desire and your belief to the same level. And trust me, I have helped people do that, and they do, and you can too, achieve the exact goal that you are aiming for. So that's it for today. Have an absolutely awesome weekend, and I will see you on Monday. Bye for now.